Adult children living at home, more layoffs, and 35% of these Americans have less than $100 in savings. Hi, it's Edward, back with another video. Please take a moment to click the thumbs up button below and consider subscribing to the channel. Please also share this video with your friends. Thank you for your support. Today, I read several financial news articles. I've included links to the articles in the description below. I encourage you to read the articles to support the authors and news sources. As a private American citizen, I'd like to report and share my transformative thoughts through commentary regarding small sections of these articles that are of public interest. Today, I read an article on CNN.com written by Jian Saadi titled, "Many Parents Say They Are Still Financially Subsidizing Their Adult Children." The author of this article referenced a new report from the Pew Research Center, which revealed about a third of young adults between the ages of 18 and 24 are still living with a parent. More than half, 57% of those in the 18 to 24 age group said they were living with a parent. 21% of those ages 25 to 29 were living with a parent, and 11% of those between the ages of 30 and 34 were living with a parent as well. Well, my friends, I understand those between 18 to 24 who are living with a parent. That is college age, so I have no doubt some of them are living at home instead of paying money to live in an apartment or a residence hall while in college. I have mixed thoughts regarding the 21% of people 25 to 29 who are living with a parent, and 11% of those 30 to 34 who are living with a parent. I am sure some of these people are trying to be frugal by living at home. Some may be saving for a down payment for a home. Some may not be able to afford an apartment. Many of the people in these age ranges have not yet reached their peak earning years. I am sure some parents are happy to have their children at home. Some parents experience a sense of loss when their children move out. In my opinion, people who are living at home with their parents should have an exit strategy in mind. That could be the purchase of a home, renting an apartment, or starting a business. I don't think anyone should plan to live at home with their parents until their parents pass away. I am sure some people do that, but I hope most people are hungry to save for some type of goals in life. I want to offer an alternative to living at home with parents for many, many years. It is possible to get a 3% down insured conventional mortgage or a 3.5% down FHA mortgage. Young people could consider buying a home after saving the down payment and then renting out rooms in the home to bring in extra money to cover the mortgage payment, the utilities, and the maintenance. I would never suggest someone do this without a lease, and I'd never suggest someone do this without the help of a property management company. You don't want to be put in a situation where you have to be the bad guy trying to collect late rent. A management company can sign the lease with the tenants and collect all of the money. Most management companies charge a percentage of the rent that is being collected each month. I did this decades ago and it worked great for me. Understand, I did this with people I knew. I didn't let random people move into my house. That could potentially be dangerous and a recipe for disaster. I've digressed. Getting back to the article, the author also shared information about expenses that parents help their adult kids pay for. 9% of parents said they financially helped an adult child in the past year, while 44% of adult children said they had received financial help from a parent in the same period. Of those 44% of young adults, the majority, 68%, were 18 to 24 years old, but 30% of adults between 30 and 34 also said they got a financial assist from a parent. Now you might be wondering, what did these parents help their kids with? 28% got money from their parents for household expenses. 25% got money for cell phone bills and streaming subscriptions. 17% got money for rent. 15% needed money for medical expenses. And 11% needed money for education. Well, my friends, some young people are blessed to have parents who are able to help them by providing cash infusions when needed. Not everyone is this fortunate. You can talk to various people about parents providing money to their adult children, and you'll get different opinions. Some people feel parents are enabling their children, and their children will never learn to be financially independent. Others feel like parents should take care of their children if they love them. What's your opinion? Tell me about it in the comment section below. I'll share a story with you that a friend of mine shared with me. After graduating from high school, he wanted to go to college. He told his dad that this was his plan, and his dad offered to help him pay for it. He told his dad that he didn't want his money. He said he'd rather take out student loans and do it on his own. I have to wonder if he thought this would motivate him to try harder in college because it was his money on the line. Yes, it was the money loaned to him, but he still had to pay back those student loans, so I still consider it to be his money. Sometimes, if you pay for something on your own, you will have a different level of appreciation for it. Some parents who don't have adult children living at home right now may soon have new house guests. This is because there are more layoffs in the news. I read an article on Yahoo.com put out by The Hill and written by Dominic Mastrangelo titled Business Insider to Lay Off 8% of Newsroom. According to the author, Business Insider plans to lay off around 8% of its employees as a cost-cutting measure, according to a memo sent out by the outlet's leadership to staffers Thursday. Business Insider isn't alone when it comes to layoffs. I read another article put out by The Hill today, which was written by Philip Tumolcha, titled Microsoft Laying Off 1,900 Workers, Extending Tech Job Losses in Early 2024. According to the author, these 1,900 workers represent 9% of Activision, Blizzard, and Xbox. With as popular as video games are these days, this is really surprising to me. As I discussed in yesterday's video, all of these layoffs are going to have ripple effects. These people may own homes. Some people may struggle to pay their mortgages. Many of these people may have cars, and they may struggle to make their car payments. Some of these people may have to reduce their spending, which means less money being injected into the economy. Now, some of these people may be able to get back on their feet and secure new employment quickly. Not everyone may be that lucky, though. There have been a lot of layoffs in the news lately. I have no doubt some companies are scaling back their hiring in the event the soft landing with our economy doesn't come to fruition. As I continue to read about layoffs each week in the news, there is something that continues to concern me. This is the financial health of many Americans. Many are not prepared for the unexpected. I've shared multiple news articles in the past that substantiate this. Today, I read another article relating to this topic. This article was on Yahoo Finance, written by David Nadell and put out by Go Banking Rates, titled, Nearly half of Americans have under $500 saved in 2024. 4 ways to buck the trend. The author referenced a Go Banking Rates study of 1,063 U.S. adults that found nearly half of people surveyed had less than $500 saved and 35% have less than $100 saved. Now, this is a small sample size, so the results of this study may not be generalizable to the entire American population. Nevertheless, this data is disturbing. If you only have $500 saved, you may be in a very dangerous financial situation, especially if you get laid off. You may be in an even more dangerous financial situation if you lack skills that are in demand in our labor market. People with skills that are in demand may be able to get another job quickly. For those who lack skills that are in demand, it may take a lot longer to find a new job, and $500 isn't going to last very long. I had to go to the dentist recently to get a crown repaired, and after insurance, my cost was close to $500. I was not expecting to have a dental problem, but it just happened. Life happens, and it is often expensive. I worry about what is happening here in America. I worry about people who don't have enough emergency savings. I really worry about these people if they have a family with children. Some Americans need to put in place a plan to improve their financial situation by looking for ways to increase their income or live further beneath their means, or perhaps both. Some people may be able to increase their income by taking on a second job or by acquiring training and a new skill set. This may allow some people to grow their savings so that they can have more financial security. If you have a better idea, tell me about it in the comments section below. Everyone's personal financial situation is unique. For example, some people may not have money because of a tragedy or an injury. Some of these things are beyond their control. However, there are others who don't have money because of their poor financial decisions. I read an article today on Yahoo Finance put out by MoneyWise and written by Sarah Lewis, titled, The key to their financial independence is their age. Susie Orman says young people would rather dress cool and go on TikTok than start investing for the future. In this article, Susie Orman is talking about how Gen Z are missing out on money by not investing sooner. She said they don't understand the value of compounding and that the key to financial independence is their age. She says, you people don't get that. They would rather dress cool and go on their TikToks. I have mixed feelings about this. Some young people want to fit in. Peer pressure is powerful. People want to be accepted by their peer groups. Some will blow money on clothes, shoes, accessories, and buy an expensive smartphone with a payment plan so they can use TikTok. Many will blow money on this stuff in an attempt to fit in. I agree with what Susie Orman is talking about in this article. These young people would be better served foregoing this spending and investing this money and getting a financial return that will compound during their lives. Some young people aren't in a financial position to do any of this. I'm not sure if Susie Orman is aware of this. According to what I have read, she has a net worth of approximately $75 million, and she may not have her pulse on the financial woes that some young people are grappling with. Now, that is certainly a possibility. On the flip side of the coin, maybe she does understand, and she is simply focusing on the young people who are blowing money on clothes and posting on TikTok. Understand, I'm not bashing Susie Orman. Some people like her and others don't. I think she has quite the life story to share. I'll include a link to it in the description below. If you've never read her life story, you should really check it out. Based on everything that I have read, there are a lot of young people who are underemployed with mountains of student loan debt, and they are doing their best to survive paycheck to paycheck. Some young people went into debt for a degree in a field that is not in demand in our labor market. Some are just now realizing this mistake. Some of these young people are really having a hard time financially, especially if they don't have financial support from their parents. Not everyone is blowing their money on dressing cool or buying a fancy smartphone to post on TikTok. For those who are, I hope they can grow out of this soon so they can focus their time and attention on advancing their respective careers to earn more money, which can then be invested in assets that will provide a financial return, so someday they can have financial security and financial independence. I'm sure some of you watching this video blew money when you were younger on some foolish things, but some of you grew out of that pretty quickly. Some of you wised up and focused on some priorities in life. If I'm right, tell me about it in the comment section below. Please keep in mind that everything in this video is for entertainment purposes only, and nothing in this video is financial advice or advice of any kind. If you need advice, seek advice from a qualified professional in good standing who puts your interests first and foremost. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel. Please also consider sharing this video with your friends. I want to extend a special thanks to everyone who has subscribed to this channel. I also want to thank all of my channel members. Check out some of the great books that I suggest you consider reading in the description below. I've included Amazon affiliate links to these books. As an Amazon associate, I earn from qualifying purchases. Stay healthy and wealthy. I'll see everyone in the next video.